city. A city with including which one of them do it right. It's good things for fear and comfort. For fear one. Study at its base. It stores up construction space for the daily news building. It provides strength to the downtown. These warehouses like this, they're great. They all have them in the West. That's what we
You watch from the beach?